the voice of Onewheel. Alright, let's do this thing. It sounds like, wow, our tunes are loud. We're having fun with you guys. Hi, everybody. Let's do this thing. It's the voice of Onewheel. Lyle, get out of my ear. Jesus Christ. Lyle is ready to just rail me a new one on the air. So I want you to do that, Lyle. Go ahead and just yell at me now. Why is this so loud right now? Can everybody can hear me? Okay, good. Lyle, what is the problem? Yell at me on air. Why am I here 30 seconds before air? Why does every host come on air 30 seconds before we get here? What is the deal with this?
You're fucking crunk, that's why.
I don't know, man. I was losing my brains there for a moment. Belly's not answering his phone. You's not answering your phone. I'm like, what is going on? I honestly, Bart's like, hey, so where's Adam and Belly? I'm like, yo, it's just me. Fuck them. Sorry, there's $1. I'll do the donation. We have the donation thing if you cuss.
Lyle is so mad right now. Lyle is really mad. Now it looks like we've got all.
Lyle.
It looks like we've got all the audio figured out. Hi, everybody. Huge show. Happy to see you in the social media lounge. Apparently, everybody's here. Now, we have like 8 people that are on today's show, and they're all kind of staggered throughout the day. They're all here. They're all here. So we're just going to hang out with everybody. I've got AJ Balanza. He'll join us in a second, representing the group ride in San Diego. And then Brad Jennings will join us. He's also here representing the group ride that just broke a record in Dallas. I think they had 203 riders out there. And then Bruce Utus, the godfather of DC, also here. But of course, we start things off with my man Belly. Belly, what's going on, man? Good morning.
Good morning. It's morning, right?
Yeah, are you okay? Because I have a picture in the chat here that I feel like I need to share with everybody.
Please do.
If I can do that, I don't know if that's all right. Is everybody? This is where Belly was this week. How do you make that? Is that all beer cans?
That's all beer cans and duct tape, baby. And then I drank them all. And that's only, honestly, I think that was, I don't know which one you're showing, but the one I sent you that
it's on the on the
holding
deck.
it up.
Yeah,
that was about 20 beers, and
okay.
I finished with 24.
Okay.
So hey, this is a good weekend. Bachelor parties are fun, right?
So you're feeling good. Lyle, Lyle is here. What's up, Lyle? You ready to do this thing?
Let's go.
All right, let's go. He doesn't even want to come on camera. He's just seething mad. And it is a thing. When you're a producer, it's just something about the on-air talent. They always show up when you're like 30 seconds to air. And the producer is like, I've been doing this for like 2 hours. Can you just be here? All I'm asking you to do is just fucking be here. Like, I totally get it. And I hate it when the on-air talent does that. And then all of a sudden, I'm over here like, oh, maybe I'll wear my ramen shirt. And it's 3 minutes to air. So I do apologize, Lyle. I've been doing this as well. I've got a lot planned for you guys. We're going to get to these 3. Bart Miller's here. Bart, hello. Welcome to the show. How are you, sir?
Working on it.
He's working on it. Okay. It's yes.
With my new, check it.
Okay. So.
Oh, yeah.
It's noon where we are. I don't know what time it is where you are. It's party time here at TTR Studios. You're going to need that, sir. You just stay here in the wings. We'll get to you in a second, and I'm excited to talk to you because I know he's got a little bone to. I think he's a little mad at me. Belly, he's mad at me. But let's. Today's show just got shot out of a cannon, and I just wanted to get to a couple things. We got a clean house. First of all, congratulations to TTR Studios. I saw this today, and I wanted to make sure we gave ourselves a little bit of a pat on the back. Things have gotten infinitely better since Lyle joined the crew. Now at a record over 20,000 views just this month. The views are up. The watch time is up. The subscriptions are up. If you haven't subscribed, what do I have to do? Do I have to come to your house in the middle of COVID and freaking bang down your door? Hit the damn button, or I'm coming to your house. Belly, I'm doing it. I'm gonna go find them.
You should absolutely get them down, get it done.
So,
I mean, once we get to 2,000, aren't I supposed to get a tattoo or something?
You're supposed to shave bald.
What happened to your voice? Are you okay?
I'm absolutely destroyed. Honestly.
I think he should have to shave his nuts and his asshole.
All right, if we get to 2,000, Bart says that Belly will shave his nuts and his butthole. So do that. Look, don't you want to see this guy with the shaved butthole? Who doesn't?
Dude, that's the gift that keeps on giving.
I
for
feel
a
like
while.
today is just going to be a joke. And then we've got CG as well. CG, get on the air. Hi, CG. How are you, bud?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Man, it's
Hanging
so good.
in there.
It's good to see you. You're the one who got me in trouble with Bart, so I'll get to you in a second, okay? You prepare
How did I
yourself.
get you in trouble?
I'll tell everybody in a second. But let's get to these group rides because I do want to talk to the three here for our group ride segment, and that's AJ, Brad, and Bruce. So let's get them here. AJ, I'll start with you. You did a group ride over the last week. It was in San Diego. How did it go? How many people did you have? Let's start there.
What up, dude? So we did a group ride in San Diego, and our group rides have been regularly 50 deep on our Sundays, and then our Fridays are smaller ones, but our Sundays have been about 50 deep. This weekend we wanted to do it big, so I invited out Vegas, Arizona, some people from the Bay, LA, Orange County, and I was expecting 70 people, and I was like, wow, 70 is a huge number. We're going big. By the time we counted 153 people at the beginning of the ride, and people were still straggling in. But this was bigger than just one wheel. So we had one wheels, we had e-skates, we had PEV, we had EUCs, we had scooters, and even every now and then I would see rental scooters join our group because it was so big. They were just curious what was going on.
Well, how do you get a successful ride with that many people when you have different types of boards that can't go different, lengths? Like if I have a pint, are you planning out all the charge stops ahead of time? There's got to be leadership in a group ride like that. Otherwise, it's just a cluster F.
So our San Diego community is really good at that. We have about like 10 hardcore leaders that test and try a route 3 times a week before we do it. We all have pints also, so we test it on pints to see where we go. But lately, we've been setting up generators in either parks or parking lots, and that becomes our charge spot. And with the generators parked, we'll start setting up tents and have activities going so people aren't bored. This time we set up a park, so Bodie and Kyle were down here with us, and they were just seshing at the park, just providing entertainment for everyone who was bored charging and whatnot.
That's what you need. I mean, that's crazy. You need that type of leadership. Have you ever been on a ride, AJ? And then, Brad, I'm coming to you. But, AJ, have you ever been on a ride that's had really crappy leadership and everyone's just like, so where are we going?
That's our Friday night ride every Friday.
Lyle, get in there. You've been on that. I know you feel me on that.
Yep. Well, I mean, I think that's just typical, really. Like, where are we going? I mean, that's a question that's asked all the time. Because there's usually 1 or 2 people that know where we're going, but I don't know the best way to communicate that out. Maybe smoke signals.
No, I'll communicate it right now. If there's 2 people that know where they're going, then nobody knows where they're going. It's one person or it's nobody. Done with it.
True.
That's it. I'm done with it. Because, I mean, when it becomes a big cluster, that's when everyone's just like, well, I don't know, let's just take the park. So let's get to Brad. Now, Brad, Brad, you just did, what, 203? Is that the right number?
I believe it was 201 actual riders, and then on the one wheels, and then we had EUCs and our DFW E-Skate Alliance was out there with their e-skateboards. So I'm not sure on the exact numbers. Fuser is the actual guy that hosts the ride every year. We call it a DFW One Wheel Day. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it today. He had to do his dad duties.
Well, he's the one who connected us to you, so I do want to thank you, Fuser. I appreciate that. Brad, how did the other riders in the different communities kind of come together? I know it's a pretty good scene out there in Dallas, but is it accepting? I mean, it seems like it must be if there's 203 riders. How did the other riders look at you as a one-wheel rider?
I mean, we have a ton of riders here in Dallas. I mean, we have group rides every single day. I mean, we got from slow rides to very, very fast rides, like our Taco Tuesdays and things like that. And I mean, we have people that have been leading these rides, for the past 3-4 years, so.
How do you get the word out to all those people, man? 201
so we
riders?
have a DFW One Wheel page. And I mean, anybody's invited. We see a ton of people from all over the world to actually join our group just to see it. But I mean, we're a community here. We're really tight. We're all friends. We all hang out together, and we all one wheel together.
Belly, I want to get the DMV group to 200. Do you think we can get? I need 200. And he said 201, 202. Belly, that's what we need. 202. Do you think we can do that in the DMV group?
Yeah, I think it's definitely possible, especially with a I'm not sure.
See,
Like
area code
it
being
sounds like a lot of Texas riders, but I mean, when you get people from all over the communities, we recently had a ride here in DC where we had riders from Pittsburgh and Raleigh come in, and then we have hopefully a big event that we can get in and have a good time with that Bruce is putting together. So I mean, it's possible for sure.
Belly is just so good at setting up and transitioning and knowing that I'm gonna go to Bruce here. So Bruce, get in here, my man. Tell us what he's talking about. What's coming up here in the world of DC? You are the godfather because you're hosting events. If you need a board, if you just want to rent something, if you have something that's you call Bruce. He takes care of you. Bruce, what's coming up in DC?
Well, we've got our weekly demo / free clinics and competitions going on down at Haynes Point. We've got one coming up this weekend, also on Saturday in Fairfax. Lyle's putting that together. But we had a pretty big ride recently. Last Saturday, we were with a group of EUCs and e-skaters, and I think, Lyle, you'd have to chime in here on the numbers, but 40 to 50, somewhere in that ballpark.
I counted 58 at one point, and they were pretty even numbers between, like, one wheels overall was more, I guess per capita was a higher number than EUC and e-skate, which is really a proud moment for us.
Yeah, it was sort of an ad hoc throw together. We only had really a week's notice. So I think given more time, we might be able to beat that 202. I know personally I've sold over 250 boards over the years, and so in this area, so they're out there. It's just a matter of pulling them all together.
Brad Jennings, we're coming for you, sir. Do you see how you have now set the bar, and now we're all coming for you? So, well, what are your plans to outdo yourself?
I mean, 200 was small. We anticipated it to be well into the 300s. I mean, since the COVID here, a lot of people, I mean, we definitely kept our distances, at the ride, but, a lot of people opted not to come this year. But I mean, our average rides out here, 20 to 30 people every day. So we're hoping to eclipse 300 next year for sure.
AJ,
it's on.
It is on.
I gotta move there.
AJ, you want a piece of this? I know you do. Tell us what you're doing out there to keep everybody safe. I know you're in California. You got the air quality and just COVID. So when you have a group that's as big as 150 plus, I mean, are you guys riding in a cluster? Like, I'm sure there are people out there going, "Wow, that's maybe not that safe." Like, I don't know. Like, how does that work?
We are riding in a cluster, but that's the only way you get through traffic without cars hitting you. Because we scare cars when we're coming down, dude. Imagine you're just driving to work and 150 one-wheelers swarm you. Like, what the hell are you gonna do?
It's jarring. It is jarring. So, are you masking up? Are you no mask, or what are you doing, bro?
Our local community is really good at masking up, but San Diego as a community is also really good at taking care of themselves. We fell off the COVID watch list 2 weeks ago, just because our testing numbers have been going low and everything. Our restaurants are slowly opening up again, so like we can eat indoors and we have bars that are open again.
Nice.
San Diego is kind of a safe haven. We were burning down, but we're not burning down as bad as LA or the Bay is. So we actually have blue skies right now, and it's just a good place to be out here.
All right, I want to know from Brad. I don't need you to call out somebody from this ride, okay? I don't want to get you in trouble, dude, okay? Funniest story from a group ride. Let's take that to the group. I'm going to start that with Brad. Whether it's somebody just eating shit and laughing about it, or what's the best story? The dude in the back. Get the dude in the back and put him on the microphone. Tell him to come here and tell the story.
All right, thank you.
What's the deal, dude?
I don't know. We had one guy pass out on a one wheel.
What?
Fuck yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
On the one wheel.
How does that happen? Come talk to the mic. I want to talk to that dude.
Taco Tuesdays, man. One too many brewskis.
Wait a minute.
I'm leaving it at that.
He's on the one wheel and he passes.
Yep. Yep. No man left behind.
Oh, that's fantastic. All right.
One man left behind.
Well, yeah, one man is left behind. Thank you. Well done. Let's see if AJ can top that. AJ, can you top that? Best story from a group ride that made you laugh.
Best story on a group ride. Well, our Friday night rides are our fun rides. Those are like I like to call them our degenerate nights because people just show up with beer and substances and we just have a good time taking on the night. There's over by my shop, we have a margarita spot that has to-go margaritas. So every now and then, right before the group ride, we'll have a group go over to the drive-up window, pick up margaritas, and meet up at the meeting spot. And I don't know if you guys saw it a few weeks ago on our Friday ride, there was Kyle and I were trying to figure out how to do buddy tricks from bonking each other's feet or trying to nudge each other's arms. And we ended up doing a hippie jump, or Kyle did a hippie jump over me where I was on two boards and I planked all the way across and he just jumped right over me.
Oh my God. That sounds crazy.
Did he make it? I mean, he cleared you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. If you go to our Instagram page, I'm pretty sure there's. I don't know if I posted the picture or the video.
Where can they find that?
You
What's your
You posted
Instagram?
a video. I actually reposted it not too long ago when I did the Wheel Fun Stuff video.
Oh yeah,
was
yeah.
pretty
Go
cool.
to Fun Stuff Instagram. There's a video, probably 4 or 5 posts down of just Kyle jumping right over me and his board going right under me. It was pretty cool.
Bruce, you do a lot of demo rides, I guess. Bruce does a lot of demos, and so I don't want you to make fun of somebody who's, but I'm sure there's got to be a funny story in there where you're demoing a board and somebody I'll never forget when my best friend was like, oh, yeah, let me ride it. That looks awesome. And I'm like, dude, give it the respect that it deserves. Like, I know you're good, on your feet. And his 4-year-old was out there, and within 30 seconds, he ran over his 4-year-old. And it was the funniest thing on the planet. 4-year-old was fine. So, Bruce, what do you got for us? Anything funny as the new riders coming in left and right every weekend?
There's so many. I mean, but they tend to be pretty small. I mean, I can't touch what these guys have got going on. I mean, Taco Tuesday sounds fantastic. I'll have to come out sometime and ride with you guys. But there is always that it's on the bird and you're like, oh man, this is not going to go well. They get too first, I guess, at their quick skills, and suddenly next thing you know, they're pushing the limits and the nosedive happens. You just thank goodness that they signed the waiver and they tend to push it off, but walk away. I got nothing really big.
No, that's fine. That is fair.
I do remember one group run which was notable, and maybe you were there, Adam. It was at Redgate, and we did one of the it was like a toilet bowl ring ride around one of the sand traps.
Lyle, can you send me that link?
And that was a great video. If you got that link, throw that in there.
We'll get
There's
that
a bunch
up
of
at some
people
point.
videotaping, so.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It was basically Redgate Golf Course, and if you haven't seen it, you can go check out. It's the top video on our channel here at TTR Studios. By the way, shout out to my neighbor Greg. Greg, if you're listening, what's up, dude? From the dog park. He spotted my one wheel from 8 floors up and just started yelling at me. I was like, dude, what's up? He's like, I got a one wheel too. Greg, shout out to you, sir. So yeah, Lyle, if you could send me that Redgate Golf Course, it's an older golf course that they don't use for golf anymore. You can do anything else, basically use it as a park. So the sand traps, they're just these circles, and it's awesome. They have this video of everybody just doing circles. I think it was 5 or 6 riders in there. It looked pretty neat. So looks like maybe that was sent my way here. So other things that are coming on. I've got buddy tricks that are from Wheel Fun Stuff that I want to watch with you guys. Stay on. This is what AJ was talking about.
Nah, I got it. I just gotta catch speed so it'll stay going. So when you try to say the slower one's gonna get caught, hope you got that one.
Yeah! Wow. I mean, so this is what I'm talking about. Getting creative with what we're doing out here, and I love that you guys are doing that. AJ, how many times did that take you to try that before you nailed it?
It took us 2 times.
Get the hell out of here.
What happened the first time?
First time, Kyle missed his board, but he made the jump. I didn't get hurt or anything. Second time, we just said, let's get it. And then everyone at our group ride, this was our Friday night group ride, everyone at the group ride was just like fucking around, sitting at their tables. And then they look over, and here comes Kyle. Just, perfect jump, perfect landing. We get up, everyone's cheering. It was a good time.
Awesome.
So I want to see if I can ask. So I want to get CG and Belly involved in here. CG, can you? I'm sure. Do you have a few questions that you're not sure about the one wheel? I want you to direct them to Belly, and Belly will answer all of your questions right now. Like, should he get a Pine or an XR? What should what?
XR.
No, Belly, take over. CG, what are your worries? Why don't you have a one wheel yet? Ask Belly away.
I don't think Billy can help me with the reason I don't have a one wheel yet. But one thing that I've been working on with Bart is getting off. The last
Okay, hold on. CG. Wording. Okay. Wording. Word phrasing.
I forgot to say
That's on you, brother. I'm getting off with Bart.
See, Bart, this isn't my problem. Okay, this is your guys' fault.
getting off with Bart. Yeah, so I'm working on getting off with Bart.
So I'm guessing you're working around your dismount is what you're saying.
Amazing.
But what I've been doing is just jumping off. That's how he said starting out, a lot of people just jump off when you're ready to dismount instead of trying to do the
What about when the board took the fuck off?
That's where I'm going. So the last time we were riding, we get back to the truck. I jump off my regular way, and the board takes off. Like it takes off, hauling ass across the parking lot. And there's two people over there on like a date, and the board is hauling ass toward the woman, and she wants to jump in front of the board. So I'm no. So we're screaming at no, don't just let it go, let it go. So I'm trying to figure out how to get off without the jumping off and not busting my ass, right? That would be the one question that I'm trying to figure out right now.
Belly, how long? Belly,
it's easy. Just lift just keep your heel down at basically at almost stop, and just lift your top foot up, and the board will just set you down.
Belly, I don't think it's that easy.
Difficult for most people.
Say that again.
It sounds better when you say it.
It's really difficult.
It is.
You guys need to get trying that two-step stop.
Okay.
Yeah, the two-step stop is I can't.
Okay, everyone. Okay, now everybody's involved, and that's good. I want to talk about what Bruce is saying. He's talking. Bruce, are you talking about the front dismount?
He walks it off.
He's talking about the Bruce. You're
I'm
talking
talking about the two-step stop, where you basically use both. You disconnect the board while you're still on it, but whether you're moving or not, it's jump off, but you're still on the board. So you disconnect. You do a toe swipe, and then you pivot off the front.
Right.
And
Okay.
Teeter off the front to do a heel lift.
Right. Okay. So when
We
I
talked
remember
about this before, but this was a while ago.
Yeah,
So look,
and you
I'll
blew
show you
my
right now.
You blew my mind, and you freaked everybody out, and you said it's so cavalier. Just like, oh yeah, you just do the two, and we're just like, wait, what do you remember that, Belly? And we're just like, what is he talking about?
Show it.
Bruce is gonna show it.
He's showing it.
There's no way he could show it right now. His bandwidth is awful.
I don't know if that's working. I don't know if you...
I mean, I'll call a spade a spade. Your bandwidth's terrible. I love
heel
you.
lift.
Where is he? Can we go to him, Lyle? Oh boy.
Toe swipe, heel lift.
So that's pretty good. That's
Toe swipe
exactly
to
what it
lift.
is. You just want to toe swipe and then get off.
I don't know.
Half of the side. No, that's good. What he's saying is, if you're sideways, you want to get off of half of the sensor and then walk forward. You walk forward, and it's a weird thing to think about. But let me tell you something. I'm really glad he brought that up, because now that I have a dog, I'm not going to make it all about dogs all the time now that I have one. But this puppy is like the size that where he can get underneath my back tail, and he's always following me. So like if I just put my tail down, I mean, I can crush his head if he's underneath it. So it's hard when he's following me. So I thought of Bruce the other day, and I was like, wow, I'm actually using this toe swipe where I'm my front foot, if I'm riding this way, just kind of opens up halfway over the foot pad, so it's off of the other side of the sensor, and then you just kind of walk off. And it's weird at first, but it's really beneficial for what I'm doing. Bruce, I'm not going to lie to you. It helps, but I think that's a hard way to teach people. That's like the third way you should learn to do it, right?
Yeah, it's an advanced move. It's an advanced move for sure. The heel lift, jump off is first, the heel lift, but the toe swipe combined with the heel lift, if you do it right, it's actually not that difficult, and it does solve the problem of having to come to a full stop.
So talk to
Not
me.
having to come to a full stop.
I love it, and I'm
The
glad.
part you've got is the toe swipe. Add the heel lift. Complicated to explain. That's
Are
why I
you
was
saying
trying
you
to-
want me to do the
Anyway,
front toe swipe?
there are
and
other ways.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you want me to do the front toe swipe and the heel lift at the same time?
Oh,
Yes.
you rock it, Luch. You go basically foot pad,
Look,
heel, swipe.
Oh, yeah,
So-
absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Now, I want to go to AJ because AJ's got a dog, and I think that's probably going to be beneficial to him. AJ, have you ever done the front AJ, have you ever gotten off in the front?
I get off spot.
I'm really sorry. I don't know what happens to this show. I'm not going to say it's Bart's fault. I'm just going to say it's Mr. Miller's fault.
No,
There you go.
can't blame Bart for that.
You can fucking blame me for anything, dude.
The title of today's show is Getting Off.
All right, well, that'll do. So what
Getting
is
off on Bart.
what is AJ your preferred method of dismount there? If you've got the dog with you, does that ever bother you?
My favorite way to get off, I walk her a lot. Whenever she sees me on my board, she loves to come. But
Okay.
I like to just lift up my front foot and just slide on the tail until it stops.
Belly, where's the song you gave me for technical difficulties? That's it.
You were playing it. You were playing it before we started.
So welcome to
You
the
guys
show.
are dirty, man. You guys are dirty.
Let's get them out of here. Brad Jennings, come back here one more time, sir. Tell everybody why Dallas, Texas is the best place to ride a one wheel.
Other than the home of onewheelparts.com.
I mean, everything's bigger in Texas.
Including the group rides.
Yeah.
See you.
Everything.
Mic
That's how
drop.
it is.
Dude, thank you for joining us today, man, and congratulations on the success out there. That was really fun to see.
No problem.
Hell
Appreciate
yeah.
it. And Fuser's the man, man. I'm telling you, he's the guy that hosted that whole deal, and he's the one that's responsible for really all the group rides here in Dallas for getting everything going, man. He's really
Yeah.
the glue that holds us all together down here in Dallas.
Do you have anything coming up? What's going on with you guys out there? Are you doing anything in the new couple months?
As far as what? As far as rides, products?
Yeah, you're gonna
I mean,
have to
we're
because
always-
I told
every
you.
day
I'm
we
telling
got
you, we're
something
all
new
listen.
coming
We're all
up.
coming for you now, dude. So you better start planning.
He's well ahead, honestly.
All right, Brad Jennings, thank you very much, sir. And then, of course, AJ Balanza, San Diego, thank you for joining us. That's 2 weeks in a row, sir. You're starting one more, and that's a
You're part of the furniture.
that's a
Hat
streak.
trick.
Thank you. That's a streak. Yeah. Thank you, AJ, for joining us.
Later, Luch. Thanks for having me.
All right,
Thank
man.
you, AJ.
So that was fun. And then Bruce Utus here in DC. If you ever need anything, Bruce, we'll see you soon, man. And tell me about the event you have. I think it's coming up, right?
Yeah, this weekend we've got a demo as well as a ride with Lyle down in or over in Fairfax, and then we've got our regular Sunday demo down at Haynes Point with a competition as well. We always do a little competition along with it, and a free clinic which Javier One Wheel Wing is always putting on. So the clinic is big. If you've already got a board, you already know how to ride, come on down and work with Javier, and you guys will improve your skills every time.
I love
For
it.
sure.
All right,
For sure.
Bruce Utus. Lyle, do you have anything for him before we get him out of here?
No, I'm stoked to see you Saturday, see you Sunday. It's going to be a weekend of one-wheel riding.
Good stuff. All right, thank you, Bruce.
Absolutely.
We'll see you soon,
Yeah,
buddy.
Shout out from the last group ride. I want to shout out to Gladiators, who was a big part of organizing that, and Eastgate DC, who definitely actually called us up and had us come in on that.
Mhm.
So Eastgate DC and Gladiators, and I think we can definitely, especially with those guys and their help, we can push that 201 record. We'll get there.
We're coming for you, Brad Jennings. The words have been said. The lines have been drawn in the sand. 202. Who's doing it? Will it be you out there? Austin Buck watching in Denver, Colorado.
Whoa. Don't Price is Right.
AJ's raising his hand over there.
AJ's going 203, Belly. What do you think about that?
I think stop Price is Writing, people. It's ridiculous. Go for 50 over.
Come on down.
All right, that was fun. So thank you to all of them for joining us.
Live.
Let's get to a video that I have for you guys. This comes to us from Chris Unger. There's a lot of good work over there on the One Wheel Owners group. I want to show that to you guys. Now, I can't play these tunes, but what I can play is something a little bit more badass. So let's take a little watch of this. We'll set up the next segment. We'll be back in just a minute. This comes to us from Chris Unger. We'll be back after this. So that was fun, and I just love when we have a whole cluster of people on here because the more the merrier on this show. Belly, what?
What?
I just see you're having a good time over there.
I've been seeing Belly the whole time. I've been seeing only Belly the whole time.
Is there a problem with that?
No, he's sexy. I love it.
I'm trying so hard to control today's show because I know it's going off the rails the moment I go to this guy. And I'm just grateful for him hanging out and being here. Chris Unger, thanks again for sending us this video. This is sick, man. He's out in West Virginia. I know he goes to the Outer Banks often, and I've actually talked to him about meeting up there. So, yeah, Chris Unger, thanks for all the work that you do, sir. And I know he wanted me to promote this Sam Roberts music. Of course, I can't play Sam Roberts music for you because YouTube's lame. But you know what? Musicians need to get paid. I get that. So, all right, that's okay. Let's move on. I did want to mention that yesterday in the Patrons Only podcast, it was actually available for everybody. And if you want to take a listen to that, it's up on our page here in the YouTube under the Voice of Onewheel playlist. I was talking about, I did a movie review, The Social Dilemma. Belly, have you seen this yet? I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but have you seen that on Netflix yet?
Sorry, I was busy looking at my phone. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. So is that a yes?
Oh, yeah, it's bad.
Wait, Bart, have you seen it?
Absolutely. It makes me want to not be on my phone right now.
Yeah, okay, so it definitely made me want to delete all my stuff. I've told you guys how I've been struggling through COVID with my mental health with just as soon as I start my day with Facebook or whatever it is, Instagram, it's just all negative, and I'm just like, you're bombarded with it. Take it off your phone. Just take it off your phone, and I've been a lot healthier doing that. I miss out on some things. That's probably why I'm showing up 30 seconds before air and asking Lyle, what are their last names?
That was good. Not that, honestly, it's funny. He didn't say their last names in the first one. I knew exactly which three people he was talking about and knew their last names.
I just want to make sure I'm introducing the guests correctly. I asked Lyle 3 different times today, hey, what are their last names? Well, it's going to be AJ, who's like Flux Movement 7. And
it's a great last name, man.
Brad is Eastgate Jammer, and
that's a better last name.
Give me their goddamn last names, Lyle.
My bad. I was preoccupied, man.
Lyle, just don't give Luch anything, all right? Don't give him anything.
I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it showing up as late as I was to the chat today.
I mean, I knew his last name was Dog, but
That's
Loose
well played.
dog.
Well played. See, so Bart comes ready to go. The only reason I'm bringing up the social dilemma is because it really talks about how it's really just affecting our psyche. And then I wanted to get into, they're talking about like, man, this group of Gen Zers who are like the first group of middle schoolers who are growing up with social media like in their middle school. Middle school? Oh man. Like I was brutal in middle school, so if I had social media back then, like that would not have been good for me. However, we get comments here, and Belly can speak to it. Belly, I used to be the worst at taking negative comments. I mean, how can you explain to the people what it was like when we would get a negative comment?
Luch is very sensitive. He gets if this video got
what am I doing here?
right exactly. If Luch if we used to get like 2 thumbs down on a video, we get like 25 ups. He'd be like, "Who are these 2 thumbs down guys? Like, why are they even coming here? Why are they even coming to this place? I don't even want to see these thumbs down. They're the worst ever. I'm done. I'm done.
It's so true.
These thumbs downs are the worst."
The best way to look at it.
Right?
At least they're watching.
Yeah.
When you get those 2 thumbs down, they're still watching.
Yeah.
So that's how you look at it.
CG, you put out a lot of content. How do you deal with the negative comments?
Hey,
Excuse
make
me?
one of our videos most disliked video in YouTube history. It'll be hilarious.
There you go.
All right, hold on. So CG, I said you put out a lot of content. How do you deal with the negative comments?
On Facebook groups are the worst.
Yep.
They're the worst.
Yep.
I don't really deal with it. I just look at it as, I'm doing my thing, you do your thing. I guess your thing is just looking at my thing and judging it. I don't know.
But
what
see,
your
that's
thing is.
not
Why
typical.
we gotta be looking at your big black thing?
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Because we're trying to get off Bart. The name of the show is Get Off Bart.
Okay. So today is gonna just be that way, apparently. However, I do want to. I don't even. Well, how do I handle these? I can't. What are they saying? What? CG, go.
I had a negative comment on a video for the SoCal Legend accessory e-skate pack video. I posted that on YouTube and our Facebook, and there was a guy who said, "Oh, this is so lame, it's stupid," and he didn't get it. But then like a few weeks later, SoCal Legend comes out and says he's gonna give like this massive e-skate. He gave away a Vival board, a Roku helmet, shred lights, clothes, and it was all based on my video. And that guy was one of the guys who entered the contest. So I was like, what I did was lame, but it made this contest that you're so hype over.
It's crazy how
Guys,
things.
you have no fucking clue what negative comments are until you have posted a wipeout video like I did.
All right, so
Oh,
Bart,
yeah.
how do you deal with that?
I get the worst.
Well, tell
I
me.
get the worst of
DMs.
it all.
He gets the DMs.
I get the worst. I get people like, "What is this fucking idiot doing? What a moron! What a blah blah blah!" And I'm like, nice.
So just so everybody is clear, we're definitely not monetizing today's show. It just is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely not.
I wanted to just throw that out. And Bart, we'll hear from that in a second, but because Bart has the nosedive heard around the world, but I wanted to go through some, because what you're hearing is a very healthy mindset from adults who have the mentality to be able to deal with negative comments. Middle schoolers don't have that. And that's what, was something that was brought up on that show, The Social Dilemma. It's an hour and a half. It's on Netflix. You should definitely watch it. It's powerful stuff. It'll make you think. But some of the comments I wanted to go through, because we have a lot of new listeners here now because we put out a few Suron videos, and there's a new group of listeners here that are finding us through the Suron videos. The first one we put out, 7 surprises about my new Surons, got over 30,000 views on it at this point, and the pedal assist review that we did has over 16,000. And so now we're starting to see an influx of people, because I see a lot of comments on there that are like, "Oh shit, they ride one wheels too." And it's really fun because it's like one wheels and Suron seem to be really, just they mesh real well together. But it's funny because the one wheel comments that we get are like, not so bad. Like one of them that I pulled, "Can I get a shirt with Lyle's face on it?" I think it's the hair. I thought Lyle would appreciate that. My laugh track was down. I was like, man, I thought Lyle was going to appreciate that.
Adam,
what
did
I
you buy
wanna
one of
know-
those?
You got Luch. You have this. Luch does have a Sir on. Yes, Bart. He does for sure.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so yes, I do. But one of the other comments, Luch probably doesn't even change his own oil. And then Suron comments coming in, you're about as mechanically inclined as my mother, which I thought was very nice. Mechanically inclined. This guy writes, I found it easier and more fun to just do what I want and challenge anybody who has a problem to a good old-fashioned fight in the woods. To most people, getting into a fight with a stranger sober is about the most terrifying thing that they could do. And then Reap the Reaper just writes, just leave the States.
Hey, but
go ahead, Belly.
So you're talking about these negative comments that are coming in on your videos?
They're not necessarily terrible. They're not, go kill yourself, which a lot of people get sometimes. But, yeah, these are just some of the comments that I'm just like, I see. When I wake up in the morning, I get a little notification, and it's starting your day with, you're about as mechanically inclined as my mother. And you're just like, oh.
To be fair, it's probably...
What if your mom's a technician?
Belly, what?
To be fair, you don't know his mother. She may be a rocket scientist or something.
Damn right.
So.
Do you know how
Second
many
of all-
people got mad at me because I admitted that I didn't know that the black was
Yeah, we remember
positive
the
or negative?
Luch
I
is
still
gonna
don't
blow
know.
up a car battery one day. It's gonna be a good time.
So we get some comments too. But yeah, I think it's just I wanted to maybe just kind of remind everybody that it's not you that they're attacking, it's your content when you put that stuff out there. But boy, Belly, we've come a long way because you're right, man. Even when I see one downvote, I'm like, who did it? Why?
I think you're still a little like that. You see that thumbs down and you're just like, this is ridiculous. I don't even know how is it even allowed to thumbs down? I want a dislike button on Facebook so I can dislike more people's shit.
I think if you have,
Hell yeah.
I think,
Hell yeah.
I think honestly, if you have 25 likes and 0 dislikes, you're doing it wrong. Like you're doing it wrong. You're not. I'm not saying you need to be controversial. Bart, tell me how you deal with some of the negative comments that come in here because nothing that you post is either all one way or all the other.
How I deal with it? Well, I mean, honestly, I don't listen to it. I don't really give a shit. If you have people that hate you, then you have people that are watching your content. So that means if the people who are the people that hate you the most, the ones who are like, I can't freaking stand this guy, and the people that love you, they already know you. They understand you. And it's up to you to change their minds. So that's kind of, and
Bart,
you know what? Who
Bart, I'm not
fucking cares?
hating over here, but how many wardrobe changes are you going to go through for a 1 hour show? Seriously, there's been like hats, there's been shirts, there's been beers, there's been accessories.
But see, that's
I am just confused over here. Is this a Lady Gaga show or what's going on?
I don't show my nipples.
Please don't.
He's a diva.
From the social media lounge, let's up like this for Adam.
Yes. Got the asshole hat on.
One Wheel Mob, you are the best. I love you. Fantastic. Up like this. And of course, you can also just subscribe to the channel because I know we have way more than 1,500 listeners. So go ahead and subscribe if you're listening to this. That's like the biggest thing that you could do. If you really want to support us, go over to our Patreon page. It would help us out. Patreon.com/TTR Studios LLC. You'll get all of the Patreon patrons only podcasts that we do. We'll auction off the feather that Bart is waving around. Belly will join a pop sooner or later.
I want to know.
Wait, Belly, why would you just put in the chat? Belly just put in the chat all thumbs down. You know what? You can go to hell, sir.
I want to know where's the beef? I thought we came here for some beef.
All right.
I wanted Bart to settle something
came here
with
for
you.
some beef.
Where's the beef?
The beef. I'm ready for the beef.
So if you're wondering what the hell he's talking about, last, 2-3 shows ago, CEE-G was joining us, who's become a staple of the show at this point. And we appreciate him very much, but he was telling us that he doesn't have a one wheel yet. And so we're like, yo, get a one wheel. And he's like, well, I took a first ride and I did it with Bart Miller. Why is everybody doing it with Bart Miller today? But
everybody's doing it with
And
Bart.
what did you
Everyone's
say? You
first
hated
ride
on
should be
me,
with Bart,
and you
okay?
hate the
We're
most.
getting off with Bart today.
And I basically hated on him. I said, why on the earth would you have your first ride with Bart Miller? He's the worst
And
person
I'm
on the
not hating.
planet.
That's hating right there. You did what you hate.
hating.
Why would you
He
ride?
hated.
Why would you ride with Bart Miller? He's the worst person on the planet to ride with. I feel like he'd be a crazy person trying to get you to do all kinds of shit.
Yeah. Well,
Test
yeah.
the limits, baby.
Yeah. Why not?
Defend
Why not?
yourself. Go ahead.
Here's what
defend
here's
yourself.
what I would say about ride with Bart. If you're going for your first ride with Bart, you can guarantee 3 things. 1, beer in hand for you and him. 2, laughs for days. 3,
4 days.
you will get your first little crash in early and out of the way, just so you can fall in love with it even more. So ride with Bart first, always.
Mm-hmm. And I love how you said lies and slander, Billy. He was like, "Oh, I wouldn't ride with Bart. He would be the worst person to ride with." And you know what you said? You said lies and slander, and I love that, man. I love it.
He didn't say you were the worst.
I've been saying it ever since.
He didn't say you were the worst person to ride with. He just said the first time. And like I said on the show, I understand what he means.
No, wait.
Because
I remember
you definitely pushed me to do things.
The worst person to ride with. I said,
Bart's a little sensitive.
I was like, what the fuck?
Bart's missing. Don't give a fuck. Now he's all sensitive.
Every ride since that statement, as soon as I get out the car to meet up with Bart, he gets out. Adam said, la, 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 and that's crazy because I'm the best person to ride with. Here, hold this beer. You want a beer? Nah, Bart, I'm fine. Just hold this.
You can't say that you're the best person to ride with and then finish that with hold my beer.
I did not say the best. I did not say the best. I did not say the best. I said I'm probably the person that. But see, I understand. Like, if you're not crashing, then you're not learning. I mean, you're learning, but you got to learn the misconception is wrecking. People who wreck are not good riders. That's a misconception. The people who wreck, they are the good riders because they're pushing their limitations past where other people are, which gives them the opportunity to do more things. I mean, you think these badass riders that we all look up to, they don't crash? They crash daily. I crash weekly or whatever. I don't like to. I mean, I crashed 3 times with G. I'm shaving off. Look, this is the 3rd time. I'm shaving off all kinds of new stuff.
I remember watching that video where he's just riding with CG, and CG is like on his 3rd time maybe, and they're in a trail, and it's tight, and Bart is behind him, and he's just barking at him like, "Yeah, you got this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, boy." And CG's just like, "Will you shut up?"
Just think, I put a minute clip together of him just talking. And that was, and like, there's so much more stuff. Like, I honestly, you know how they mic up the NFL players during like the camps? Yeah. Bart needs a mic when he rides. And I'm pretty sure that, I think he talks just as much when he rides by himself. Like, he's going to the mailbox and he's just talking. Like, he's just
Amen.
All right, so now a couple of things from the social media lounge. One Wheel Mob wants to do a edit with Bart soon. Chase Walks says that Bart's been butthurt ever since I said that. Emro says that he hit the deck a few times today during the Wheel Fun stuff whip. Very nicely done. Ravian Aaron, what's up, homie? I got Chris Champion in there. Eric, I see a few more that I wanted to shout out. Yeah, that's right. Nate Klotz asks, who's going to Float Life 3.5? What is that? Are we doing that? Is that like a fake Float Life? Is that happening? Can somebody speak on that? Belly, do you know?
And I will be there. My wife will be there. Bunch of us are going. It's going to be awesome. And I know it's not what it be, but I went last year. Belly, I think you went last year. Oh, yeah. I don't even care if it's for a day. I am going because the camaraderie, the love, the amount of people that just showed up, and there was not a single fight, not one single fight, and it was just amazing. And to meet a lot of the people that you talk to, and to see a lot of the people that you kind of want to emulate. You kind of want to be these people a little bit. So you think about, my wife's constantly talking about, Raquel and, the two girls one wheel, which I think there should have been a big ass red cup, but you know, you're gonna meet all these people, and you're gonna find out who they really are. And you know, it's wonderful to be in a group of that many people. And I really do think there's going to be that many people there, because anybody who went last year is not going to miss it. I mean, even if it's one day, I'm going. I got a cabin. Y'all stay with me.
When is it?
I'm staying with Hemp Chimp and his wife.
Bart, when is it? Is it the same weekend?
Yep. It's the same weekend, yeah.
It is the same weekend, yes. But it's in a different spot. It's not at the Rebranch. It's,
all right, good stuff.
I have the address, but I'm on my phone.
You know what? Do your research. You guys will figure it out. And go to the Float Life 3.5 if you have any kind of chance to do it. I know you'll have a blast doing it. What is he showing the camera now? All right, let's move, because I got to do things before we get out of here. We have a surprise over here. Chris Richardson joins the show because we're going to drop a new premiere here from him that hasn't been shown yet. This is what he's been working on lately. Chris is in the social media lounge as well. So, Chris, what's up, man? Welcome to the show.
Are we live?
You know we're live. Somebody mute Bart, for the love of Christ.
Never.
This guy.
Chris, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
It's good to hear you. You're a little low. If there's any way you can turn your volume up. Other than that, dude, I just want to start things with, this is the video that you sent us, and this is kind of a cool little thing that I saw you do. Like, wait a minute. What's that? And then the revert at the end. Dude, how do you get that slide going with 1 foot? I don't really understand how you hold that. Is that just straight balance or what?
It's not easy. It's
but I want to do it, Chris. A lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of speed, more speed than you think you need, and just balancing. Originally, I started trying to learn this trick just to do like a 180 backside tail butter, like quickly, and that was really fun. But then I started to realize if I get enough speed, I could slide this thing, and so I've been just sliding the shit out of it as far as I can get it to go. It's been fun.
You're literally just sliding the foot pad on the pavement, right? That's all that is?
Yeah, I'm sliding the float plate. It's a Hoosier Whisper tire. They're really, really sticky. So if I let the tire drag, it stops it. So I'm most of the time the wheel is off the ground.
Yeah, I see
so
that.
I'm
if you can actually
sliding
catch
on the back end of the float plate. Yeah.
That's crazy. It's just bouncing like that. Now, how do you control it? I mean, you've only got 1 foot on the board.
That's the trick. Just control.
You figure it out, Adam.
Balance and power.
Yeah,
speed, baby, speed.
That's really good stuff.
You have to have enough weight and pressure to keep the wheel off the ground, but not too much that you slow the slide. It's a balancing act. It looks like it, and it is. But that's what I do most of this stuff for. Is I like the challenge. I like things.
Now, have you tried this with the dragon tail?
Yes, and it does not work very well.
Really? Oh, no kidding.
Too much friction. I wish it would look awesome if it would.
It would look awesome.
All right, well, let's give a Chris. There's music in this, right? So we can't play the music behind it.
It is DRM approved music because I'm going to monetize it too.
You know what?
You can play the music.
What am I talking about? We've completely fucked all of our monetization today, anyway. So we might as well just shoot the moon. Go
play
for
whatever
it.
music you want.
Let's start just doing whatever. I'll play a clip of this, and then we'll get Chris to talk about it a little bit. This is Chris Richardson's brand new video. He'll put this out on his channel, One Wheel with 3 E's, right after this. some crazy stuff that you're doing here, man. Like, I can't. We're getting a little bit of. That's not happening. All right, well, that's good. So, dude, that was awesome. Like, I can't wait to see more of that on your channel. One Wheel with 3 E's. Check that out. He's really good at what he does. He's basically the reason that, like, so many people are riding today, or at least able to do what they're able to do, because they've learned from him. So, Chris,
yeah,
I mean,
that was just that was like an over course of an hour, just having a session with Brandon. He's from Chicago. He just moved down here. He's float_rider on Instagram if you want to follow him. He's getting pretty good. Kid's good. So he's local to me now. We'll be riding a lot more. And it's been 2 years since I put a tricks video out on my YouTube, but that's changing. He's going to help me get some editing done, and we're going to get some clips out on YouTube as well as my Instagram. So more stuff coming. Lots more fun stuff coming.
I love it, man. You're great at what you do. Just keep doing it, and thank you for joining us, man, because really, like, anytime you want to drop these things, you just come right here. We got you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. I appreciate it. I hope you all enjoy this stuff, and I'm sure us all will have fun doing it. So,
thanks, bud. We'll see you soon. Chris Richardson, the Godfather himself, the teacher, if you will. One Wheel with 3 E's, WHEEEL, and you can find him on YouTube, Instagram, pretty much everywhere. Chris Richardson, and he's gonna drop that really right now, right? Now.
Yeah, I'll probably go make it live now.
Now. 30 seconds. Wait for our
right
outro,
now.
and then go get it right now. We got to get everybody out of here. Again, CG and Bart Miller, thank you guys for joining us. Bart, you have like 30 seconds. What do you got for the people?
Where'd you go, Luch?
See you guys
I didn't
soon.
even get to tell my beat.
Oh, maybe we'll have you back another time. You're doing great. Everybody's internet's gone to shit. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. We'll see you guys next time on the Voice of One Wheel. It's been a blast. CG, Lyle, Belly, for everybody here. We've had so much fun with you, and we'll see you next time right here on the Voice of One Wheel from TTR Studios. Lyle, great job as always. Belly as well. CG, Bart Miller, and AJ, Brad, and Bruce. What a day. We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks, guys.